much of a difference a generation makes, Ajija. I remember covering the 2005 elections in Bihar, and journalists at that time could virtually enter Lalu Yadav's bedroom. He's brushing his teeth early in the morning, and you could be there. This time, when we were in Purnia with Tejashwi Yadav, 8 o'clock, he went into his room, and the room was locked from inside. This is at a hotel, the Mayfair Hotel in Purnia, and nobody could enter in unless, say, someone like a Sanjay Yadav is calling, you couldn't speak to him. He was locked in his place. So very, very different in terms of, it might seem like a very small thing, but in terms of private spaces, openness, you could walk into Lalu's bedroom, anybody could, or many people could, and whereas for Tejashwi, it's a very, very different approach.
Absolutely. In fact, I think that's what makes Lalu the most popular leader since the time he came, which is 1990, despite the fact that he was not in power after 15 years. The RJD has been the single largest party. So in that sense, he was very popular, both among the people, total access. In fact, Nitish ji, who is shy, who basically takes time to open up, he was not that open to journalists. Lalu, on the other hand, as you rightly said, you could just walk in, tell the security guard, Lalu ji bulaye hain, and they would let you go.
Also, Tejashwi Ashok Malik attempting an image makeover. So there's no gamcha this time, there's no kurta pajama like Rahul Gandhi. He's in a t-shirt and jeans, trying to portray that this is not the RJD of Lalu Yadav. This is a younger RJD, which is different from what his father built for him.
See, the two things here. One, apart from the sense of privacy, which today's generation seems to have, the previous generation, whether it's Lalu, whether it's Mulayam Singh Yadav, whether it's Nitish Kumar, even though he's a private man, he's a more effacing man, or even, of course, the greatest politician of that generation, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These are 24/7 politicians. In a way, the younger generation is not. I mean, if you compare Mulayam, I know Akhilesh has won an election in 2012 in UP, but if you compare Mulayam's 24/7 driven politics to Akhilesh's, for instance, or Lalu's to Tejashwi's, it's clear that there has been a cultural shift in our politics. For the better or for the worse.
Shift, a generational shift. What is it? Veera Raghav, your view?
No, look, just adding to the point that is there. Yesterday, a Congress leader was asking me, "Kitne abhi, how many of your new gen netas actually have been in a?"
Can we just listen to Tejashwi for a moment? Tejashwi Yadav speaking this morning. Let's listen in. Was the election where Tejashwi Yadav came ever so close. Will this be yet another near miss for Tejashwi Yadav, or will this be his moment out in the Bihar sun? That's literally the question. And the question, of course, also, Ajija, whether his stature in the last 5 years as a politician has grown, has it plateaued, or is it diminishing? In a few hours from now, we'll know the answer to that, because he thinks of himself as the youthful future of Bihar. We'll find out if voters feel the same way.
Tejashwi has a lot of traction among the youth, but Tejashwi doesn't have the charisma that his father had. In fact, whatever Tejashwi has is given from the father, right? The Muslim Yadav vote banks. He has tried to
penetrate. But Lalu had a lot more than just the Muslim Yadavs. He had a lot of the Ati Pichhadas as well, which Tejashwi and the RJD at the moment seem to have lost.
And Lalu's advisors, look at the list of Lalu's advisors. Most of them came from the upper caste, Sivanand Tiwari, Radhanandan Jha, whereas as you pointed out about Tejashwi, he just sort of has faith in Sanjay Yadav. The other leaders his advisors have been almost sidelined, like Manoj Jha and others. So there is a remarkable difference between Tejashwi versus Lalu.